Internet, I'm HamsterBomb, and you are back for some more Pokemon Q-Charm. And today we're finally back in the Safari Zone, which is exciting. Guys, look at my lovely rock collection. We're using these objects now to draw out different Pokemon that were in those patches of grass in the Safari Zone the entire time. But we had to beat the Elite Four in order to get the ability to get these objects at all. So, anyway, now we finally have them, and I'm trying to organize these and figure it out for you guys. I'm going to be going through, obviously trying to re-narrate what audio was lost in the video below. So, sorry about that if you guys aren't familiar with what exactly went on. Unfortunately, I lost some audio, which really stinks for my face cam, which is really the whole talkatory of the episode. Wow, the talkatory, yeah, that thing that I lost, but anyway. We're actually starting, what is this, the Savannah? Yeah, we're in the Savannah first, and, I didn't really understand how the objects thing worked right away. I've actually got a bit of overkill on the objects right now. I've got a little too many from what I just counted. It doesn't really matter if you have too many. You can just have too little. I was really trying to test, like, do the big ones count for more points than others? And, we'll get into those kind of tests later, because I do go through those. But for now, we're basically starting in this area. Nope, we don't need that. We're trying to find a wild Rhydon. Now, because of the fact that we are using certain peak objects, we do find wild Rhyhorns now, too. Aside from that, I don't think anything else should be appearing other than Zubat, Golbat, Nidorino, which Nidorino will not shine because of the fact that they will not actually change genders, so unfortunately we have to rule them out. So, oh yeah, by the way, the gender changing thing. If you guys don't know what Pokemon Q-Charm is yet, you gotta check the other links in the other videos that explains the whole thing. Basically, shiny Pokemon are showing about the Watsu. That's all I'm gonna get into it. I don't want to say that every episode. So, shiny Rhy. Oh my god! Seriously? Okay. I guess that's another thing to point out. It's been a really, really long time since I saw this footage. I really wanted to separate and forget. Oh, we gotta throw a ball. Oh, we're in the Safari Zone. I tried to forget about everything that happened, so I'd be surprised again. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, please don't run. Please don't run. What's its catch rate? Oh, it stayed. Oh, nice, it stayed. Okay, so, its capture rate 60, flee rate 60. So it doesn't flee too often, but man, is it hard to catch. Especially at full health with this thing. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Oh my gosh, seriously? That was lucky. That was really lucky. Dang. Wow, okay, that was easy. That's like all we needed with the peak objects. Wow. The drill Pokemon. It's rugged high, but okay. Never mind, giving a name to Rhydon. That is crazy. That is really crazy. I can't wait till I'm actually in control again, so I can actually, control the darn series, but, so anyway, I don't know why Honky? Oh, I guess I was trying to name it something to do with the horn and the drill, but I didn't want to name it anything horny, so I guess I ended up with Honky. Yeah. Okay, Hamster, thanks. I don't know what the reasoning behind that was, but unfortunately that is lost to the ages, why it's named Honky. But I now have a shiny Rhydon named Honky. Looks like we're going to be placing more objects. I wonder what I'm going for now. I'm going to try and, narrate this. Obviously, I tried to forget as much as I possibly could, so I was, fresh with you guys. Funky fresh. Looks like in this area, yeah, some objects they give you don't give any benefits at all. You want to put in, I think, the smallest object, because it still gives the same amount of points, but I'm still not sure. We got to check. I did a test later that confirmed it, but... So, yeah, looks like we got, you can place it using okay. Ah, that one actually has to be placed in the water. Interesting. So, placed a water hole. That's kind of large. But anyway, placing an object. For water objects, it looks like I'm going for a Azurill next. So, if we can, knock out certain areas of the Safari Zone one at a time, that'd be helpful. But the thing is, only some of these can be accessed after 0 days. So, basically, as soon as you place those objects, so the 5th water object, a Azurill will appear, supposedly. Some of them, however, are not going to be like that. Say if we want shiny Cacturn, we're going to need to place 18 forest objects and wait 20 days. So, that really is a shame. Unless there's a place where we can find a Cacnea somewhere in the Safari. Wait. Oh, yeah, that was 5 water objects, so cool. But, man, I got an itch. I actually just was out, cutting the grass. Seriously? This thing's such a pain in Safari Zone. Why are you showing up now? well, we can find another shiny Rhydon if it decides to show up. That'd be amazing. And in which case, we can, you know, turn into a Rhyperior and be a lot easier than evolving that second Rhydon Rhyhorn we caught. Oh my god, my nose. Oh, I'm really allergic to grass. Sorry. Which I recently said in my 10,000 subscriber special, so you guys know that now. But anyway, yeah, so some of them we gotta wait a really, really long time in order to get. So that Cacturne is obviously gonna be a real problem unless we can find a Cacnea easier and catch 2. Really, I gotta conserve and save as much time as possible because you have to wait in real time, and you can't cheat that by jumping through time with the DS or the time starts over. So that really stinks. So the only one that we really have to wait for in here is Torkoal. And he's going to require 18 peak objects after 30 days. And honestly, because of how long it took for me to do these episodes and now, I might actually, very soon, I might actually be able to go back and do a Torkoal video and set up for a Cacturne. That actually might be a thing. Because I'd prefer to get a shiny Cacturne live, you know what I mean? He's so cool and I want to find one wild, you know what I mean? It's going to be so much more fun that way. I think it's going to be more fun. It'd be so awesome if he showed up live shiny. That would be insane because he has nothing to do with Q-Charm. So anyway, I am kind of curious, so I'm going to control F on here and try and find a Cacnea. Ah, there's the Azurill. So they are in here. That's confirming that. Unless I missed one earlier. Yes, Cacneas, and that's the only one. Yes, you can find Cacnea, but it is only after 20 days with 18 forest objects in another area. So I wonder what I'm gonna do. I gotta wait. I guarantee I have to wait for the Cacnea, right? And I could catch 2 of those, or I could wait for the Cacnea and wait for the Cacturne, but they're different areas, and as soon as we finish the Torkoal area, as soon as we finish the Torkoal in that area, we could set it up for a Cacturne and catch the Cacturne later. I mean, I'm gonna be done with it, you know, move on, who cares? So that's a pretty good idea. You know, and based on that, I should probably start finishing up areas in here that need the most amount of time to wait, or set all of them up for their first wait. Yeah, I should probably be setting them up immediately now that I think about it, because, man, a lot of these are going to take a long time. A long friggin' time. But there's a lot of really cool Pokemon that can appear in here. Seriously, like, I kind of want to go through them all, because there's so many cool Pokemon that we can find in here. And I want to discuss with you guys, and I want you guys to have, like, an opinion and some feedback on which Pokemon are worth waiting for. Like, in that instance, we can wait for Cacnea and wait for Cacturne, or catch 2 Cacneas. Obviously, it's going to be a lot cooler, I think, to find a wild Cacturne shiny in the Safari Zone and catch it. That sounds pretty awesome, but 2 Cacneas will suffice if we have to, you know, so. But in that instance, like I was just saying, I kind of think we can get the Torkoal, because the only other one you gotta wait for in there is Shroomish, which, we got Shroomish. Screw Shroomish. No. So, other than that, of course you can find Houndowers in here super easy with 4 forest objects after 0 days. Whatever. I just spat all over my screen. So, you know, I really should have taken out the peak objects and switched them for plains objects right now because, you know, I mean, obviously, in the past, I'm not this past hamster below me. He's doing this for his first time, guys. Be easy on him. I mean, I didn't know that, you know, there was more efficient times to use things, or, you know, I'm trying it for my first try at all, and I'm trying to, you know, now that I found Azuril's out here, I'm trying to, you know, make more appear and get the darn shiny, because he really shouldn't be that bad. Taking a look at Azuril's catch rate and flee rate. Azurill has a capture rate of 150, pretty easy. Flee rate, however, is freaking high at 120. That's double the Rhydon. So it's all or nothing when you throw that ball at it. That's gonna be pretty spooky. But anyway, I said we want to add some. Nice. You know, I know we caught the Rhyhorn. I don't want to seem like I'm spamming shinies out of this game, and I know I say that a lot, but Rhydon is going to be so much better to evolve into a Rhyperior than a Rhyhorn. So yeah, I agree. I would throw a ball at that. 1, 2. Okay, come on. It's got a catch rate of 60, flee 60. Okay, probably shouldn't flee, but probably shouldn't catch either. That's a really hard catch rate. I'm really surprised we honestly caught the last one. It didn't care. It didn't care. It stayed. Okay, nice. It stayed. That's really cool. But anyway, yeah, plains objects. We'll get Zigzagoons and Luxios. It'd be pretty sweet. It popped out again? Oh! You know, it's okay. It's fine. You know, it's fine. We have a Rhyhorn just in case. And honestly, I don't know how many levels he even needs to go up. You know what I mean? Like, Rhyhorn, Rhydon, he probably... I mean, he's, yeah, 42. In fact, I think the level we caught that Rhyhorn at, he's, like, level 44 or something like that anyway. So he'll evolve, like, in no time. He'll be fine. And then I'll just turn into a Rhyperior. No big deal. Or turn, you know, one of them into a Rhydon, assuming the Rhydon is better. That's cool. I got a choice then. You know, I can pick which one of the three I want to turn into the third stage, and it won't be that hard. Yeah, so this is actually taking a really long time to find a Azurill. I have no idea what kind of the percentages we're looking at in the Safari Zone, because as soon as you add these objects, it's throwing another Pokemon in the mix, and you're still finding the others. Aside from the fact that Safari Zone's already mixed up, because, I mean, you're already finding, you know, a bunch of Pokemon in here that have dashes on their percentages. They might have the dash percentages because Cerebi has no idea of figuring out, you know, how common or uncommon certain Pokemon really are when you can actually change what's in here. You know, then a 30% could become a 10, you know, so it's up in the air. But, yeah, for the most part, finding, you know, a Luxio, now that I think of it, we need to catch 2 Luxios, because Shinx is out there. He's a, Sinnoh Sound Pokemon. We can't find him. But, we obviously don't want to do it right now, because, we can't do that if Luxio is here. But yeah, I wanted to go around the horn and talk to you guys about a whole bunch of new Pokemon. Rhyhorn. Why am I trying to catch a Rhyhorn? Why did I do that? Did I accidentally hit ball? Yeah, I had to have accidentally hit ball. There's no reason I would have thrown a ball at a regular Rhyhorn. I had a missed run. Yeah, so, anyway. Looking at the first area, which is the, plains. We are looking at several new Pokemon in here. Manectric, I think I was going over this with you guys before. Manectric's really cool. I don't know if we can find Electrike. I'm kind of curious. I'm going to search him just because I can. Electrike. Yes, we can. And he's actually quite easy to find, too. So that's awesome. We're going to find a Manectric and an Electrike. Very cool. Let's go back up to the top here. Man, there's so many cool Pokemon we can find in here. I'm so excited about New Safari Zone. It's really exciting, too, because you can kind of, like, you set up for the Pokemon you want to find, and you can do it right away. That's really nice. The only downside is it takes forever playing those stupid objects. Like, every single freaking object, you know, when it wants, like, oh, I want 28 water objects for Surskit on this list right here on that first area. Man, that's just dumb. Fortunately, it doesn't take time as well on that one, too, but man, frickin' Surskit's gonna cause us problems. So, Surskit obviously is another one we're gonna find. Shinx is in there, but I don't want to get Shiny Shinx because we are gonna find it somewhere else. No, it's only plains objects, and it takes 15 to find the Manectric. You know, if it appears, it appears. We'll probably stick in there before we even do Sinnoh Sound, Hoenn Sound anyway. So I think I'm more excited about Safari Zone stuff than the Sinnoh Sound, Hoenn Sound. So, yeah, we're probably gonna give that a shot. After that, we are looking at Houndoom. Seriously, Azurill? Come on, be green. We're looking at Houndoom, which is going to be 10 peak objects after 0 days. That's nice. That's an easy one. I can do that. Houndoom? Dang. That's going to be cool. I have no clue what his catch rate is going to be like. He's going to stink, isn't he? He's... Oh, that's terrible. His capture rate is 45. As bad as it gets in here. I don't think it gets much worse than that. For stuff that can shine. I'm pretty sure Chansey can get worse, but... Ugh. His flee rate is a freaking 90. That's terrible. That is so terrible. Oh, man, that's awful. Other than that, oh, yes, we have Zangoose. I love Zangoose. Zangoose is one of my favorite shinies ever. Capture rate 90, flee rate 90. He's gonna be a prick, too, but it's fine. I will fight for him. I will fight for you, little guy. I love that goose. He's not a goose. He's a mongoose. Whatever. He's a goose. I'm probably gonna call him the goose. Just saying it later. I know. I really wanted a shiny Zangoose, and I really wanted to call it the goose. I don't know why. I just do. Shut up. Don't make fun of me. High attack nature is actually gonna be really good for him, so if we get one of those, which is likely, that's gonna be awesome. Lotad is another one we can also find here, which is awesome. I'm going to keep my eye out for Lombrees. I'm pretty sure we can find Lombrees in this Safari Zone somewhere too, so that's pretty sweet. Going down to the next area, because that was finishing up that first one, and we don't have any things to wait for in there, which is cool, is the meadow. The glorious, lovely meadow. In which we can get chances out of there, but the problem is they won't shine, which is so unfortunate. That really stinks. That really does stink. Neat arenas are in here. That's... Wait, why did I buy... I was acknowledging. I'm watching that screen too, guys. Sorry. Anyway, the next area in the meadow, we are going to be finding Nuzleafs. Nuzleafs, that's cool. We can get him either with 48 forest objects or 18 forest... Oh, I see. 28 forest objects after 0 days or 18 forest objects after 20 days. Just put the extra objects down. It's going to take you like another 5 minutes as opposed to waiting 20 days. That's... Yes! Finally! Gosh, that was insane. Oh gosh, remember how I told you the stakes? It's all up to the ball. I told you guys this is a really high stakes one. Capture rate is really high, but man, its flee rate's higher. Oh shoot! Oh shoot, please stay, please stay, please stay. Yes. I don't know why. This one seems rarer than the others. I have no clue why. I don't know if more water objects would help that or not. Probably not. It's just the coding. And its percentages, like I said, it's just kind of up to random. Miss! Oh, no, no, no. Oh, that was bad. That was really bad. Oh, dang it. Oh, that stinks. All that time. Oh, well, I shook it off pretty quick, so, oh, well. Past me did, but, you know, I'm like, oh, please don't be upset, Alex, in the past. And I'm glad at least, like, we can see my expressions for that. It'd have been one thing, like, I mean, if we only had my audio and not the video, I probably would have just put the audio in the video and, you know, just kind of went for it, but, you know, I just played them together, because obviously there's no salvaging the video half of it. I could not, like, you know, listen to it 100 times and try and lip sync it so you guys would, like, think that I'm faking it, or, like, if I was really good at reading lips, and I was actually just, like, going to my mic, like, trying to say everything properly, you know, like, except when I do that and lean off screen, and then I can't tell what I'm saying, but whatever. So anyway, outside of Nuzleaf, getting back to it, we can find, ooh, okay, the ones that we gotta wait for. Here we go. We have two options in here. We have Nose Pass, who is new, completely new, that's cool. 18 peak objects after 30 days. So same as Torkoal, which, you know, it's not that bad. You know what I mean? It's not that bad. So, if we're gonna, like, beat that area and then set up for a, Nose Pass, that'd be pretty cool. That stinks, though, that last one is a Riolu. 10 forest objects, 14 peak objects after 70 days. 3 months. Well, 2.5, really. 2.5 months of waiting to get a Riolu. Like, you guys are actually going to be waiting for that in real time. Well, I mean, I guess if we, like, do it smart, get the Nose Pass first, get him out of the way, and then set up for the Riolu, maybe I'll just, like, kind of leave it there and come back for it way later. Do you guys know if it, like, starts your times over if you move that safari out? You know what I mean? Like, you can only have 6 safaris in at once. If I set up my objects in there, and all 6, for example, and then I, because they had to wait, moved all 6 out and replaced them with other ones, would the times, you know what I'm saying, like, revert to 0 and start over again? That would stink. Because, if not, that Riolu could be done after we catch 2 Nose Pass. Because we gotta get a Proto Pass. Oh, wait, actually, I wasn't checking here. The water... I almost missed that. The water areas actually will grant new Pokemon based on objects as well. That is interesting, because in that area, we can actually get a wild Masquerain. Masquerain? Pretty sure it's like, it comes from mosquito and rain, so Masquerain is probably how it's supposed to be said, but I don't know. Pokemon kind of ignores where their names obviously came from and instead, like, gives it silly new ways to say it, so I kind of like Masquerain anyway. Awesome, so we actually, I just set up some plains objects. Oh no, I'm testing something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's either 8 objects, or since each one takes up 4 tiles over there, should actually be adding up to be enough to, I think, give us Luxio. So I'm basically testing right now to see if it takes up more tiles, does it count for more points as objects or not? So if we find Luxios, that's the case, awesome. If not, nope. And I gotta individually plant tons of little itty bitty things. So Masquerade's gonna take 10 water objects in there after 0 days, so that's no big deal. We can do that probably pretty soon, actually. Probably gonna be moving to that area next, if I remember correctly. Next up is, what is this, Savannah? Actually, no, it's where we're in right now. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna set up for the Torkoal after this. Oh, I'm already thinking that Luxio's not working, and I gotta get rid of some, peak objects in order to make room for it. I'm pretty sure that was the case, so... Because I remember I had to spend so much time moving objects through these episodes, and you're lucky I'm montaging through that part. Well, not montaging, I just cut. Because... it takes forever doing that. Our next area down looks really nice already, the Peak. In the Peak, we have Linoons. Now, Linoons did appear somewhere else, and if we have the chance, we should probably catch stuff outside of the Safari Zone. Where is Linoon? I'm not seeing him on here. I know I read it. I know I read him somewhere. Was he a swarm or something? I'm not seeing it right away. That's a shame, I'm sorry. Oh no, here he is. He's a Hoenn Sound, Route 10. Yeah, in fact, I might even do that really soon, when I'm actually playing the game. Which, just to give you guys an update, for those of you who have been seeing this double face cam thing for a while now, we're kind of like, when's it gonna get back to normal stuff, you know, because it's really unfortunate that the, I think I was testing that I could still plant objects in other areas, so I'm not limited to, you know, 30 total in all of Safari Zone. I can fill up objects everywhere. Yes! Oh, that was lucky! Nice! What was I saying? Yeah, this episode and one episode after this. That's the last ones, and then I'm finally back to playing. 1, 2, 3. No! Oh, dang it! No. Oh, dang it! Figured I'd play that one blind because, you know, since I can't actually push the buttons, I might as well feel a little bit more involved in it. You know what I mean? That's a shame. That's a freaking shame. But anyway, we're gonna ignore the Linoon out of there. You can get Zangoose in here as well. It's only 12 plains objects. I might do it in there, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm not hearing any... Oh, there is music, okay. When I watch this, I'm watching it as in my, my preview window. And it's kind of like strenuous on the computer to do this on the fly. Do we have a second Golbat? I don't know if we do or not. Like I said before, I don't want to spam shinies out here, but I kind of think we need a second Golbat for a Crobat. Well, it might not matter because Golbats are kind of pricks in here. He stayed. Yeah, throw it at the ball, whatever. I mean, hey, we catch it, we get a Crobat. Might be really sweet. Gotta get him to love us all snuggly wuggly. Oh, that's gonna stink in this game. Oh, wow. That's gonna be a pain. And I already have a shiny Crobat, too. That's the reason I'm like, oh, whatever. 1. But this isn't about shinies that I already have. I kind of consider these like their own chunk of different shiny Pokemon. And I'm still pretty sure I have more shinies that I have hunted outside of Q-Charm than I have in Q-Charm. And I know there's a crap load in Q-Charm. Yeah, I have way more, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, it stinks. Oh, well, actually, it's not that big of a deal. I was thinking, like, you know, I mean, he's here. I don't know if we need him or not. I think I'm considering getting rid of more peak objects. Yeah, I did some gardening there. Got you guys some... Wait a minute. Do flowers count? I think they do. Well, there's Zigzagoon, so that's good. Okay, we're finally getting Zigzagoon. Oh, yeah, I was testing if Zigzagoon would appear. So, my test was basically incorrect. Or came up negative. I don't know how to say it, but anyway. So apparently, larger objects don't mean anything. It just counts for 1 point. So I could put in something that's freaking huge, and it's still counting for 1 point. So you want to pick the smallest item to like scatter everywhere and grid them up so you can count them easily. Anyway, back into the what is this? The peak. The peak. If we put 24 peak objects in there after 0 days, we can find Lairon or Lairon. That's a Pokemon that I have for ever pronounced it wrong because I have dyslexia, and as a kid, I reorganized the letters and I read it incorrectly. And oh my gosh, in other videos, like in Pokemon Randomizer, if a Lairon appears, people get so mad at me that I say its name wrong, like I'm doing it on purpose, or I'm like, you know, I'm just the spawn of hell. I'm here just saying all Pokemon names wrong, when seriously, like, it's called dyslexia, and you should figure out what it is, because, you know, be a little more respectful for people who you actually, like, legitimately cannot read stuff like that. So, it's kind of weird. Oh, I'm actually, like, counting again. Like, do we have enough for this? Okay, wait, I think we should have enough for the Luxio, yeah. Anyway, Lairon. I have such trouble trying to say his name. Like, I mean, Lairon, Aggron. It shouldn't be hard, but when you say it like that, but Lairon. The I is throwing me off. If it was just Laron, yeah, that wouldn't work. It's gotta be Lairon. Yeah, that's just weird. I always said Lairon. I rearranged the R and the I. I basically just switched those, which is what dyslexia is. It's switching letters and stuff around, usually on the insides of words, not the outer letters. So, just saying. It stinks with phone numbers, too. Like, both jobs that I used to work at where I had to call people on the phone, like confirming appointments or telling people they got to pick stuff up, you know, I eventually got banned from using the phone because I was always calling the wrong person. And I would still go like one number at a time, sometimes two if I chunked them. And I'd still mess it up all the time. And I'd call the wrong people. I was so bad at it. Seriously, I'm really bad with numbers and like trying to read names that I've never seen before. So I'm sure for Pokemon Sun and Moon, when I'm looking at the new names that I've never read before or said out loud before, is really what it is. I'm gonna be saying their names wrong, and people are gonna be pissed at me because I'm just such a terrible person because I can't read very well. Whatever. And there's really nothing I can do about that, but whatever. It really stinks because it takes forever to read stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it gets frustrating. Though it's funny sometimes where I, like, point out a sign I think is really hilarious because it says something really stupid, and then someone says, no, it says this. I'm like, oh. Oh, I saw this. It's usually something dirty. Anyway, we have another shiny Golbat appeared, so might as well play this. I don't know if we got one or not, but I mean, might as well be safe than sorry. I mean, if we get back to the box and we find out we don't have one, I'd be pissed, as opposed to we get back there and we find out we have 3 now, you know, whatever. So, other than that, Bronzors do appear in this area, but we can find him elsewhere with Hoenn Sound, Sinnoh Sound. It's Sinnoh Sound, by the way. It's not both. He's staying. He's being nice to us. Another Safari Ball down the hatch. Throw it right down his mouth. Oh. 1. Nothing. Man, he's probably got a really bad catch rate. Crobat is surprisingly good. It is really good. For as much crap that Zubat gets, Crobat is insane. Nothing. So, I mean, even Golbat's really good. He's being nice and staying for us. Ooh, I like this next one. Oh, what do I do about that, though? Both of those are evolutions of other things we can find elsewhere. I'm not sure about that. Well, oh, man, they take forever, too. Hey, he's finally gone. Whatever. After all that time, too, he had to take all the balls from us. That sucks. So, anyway. The 2 Pokemon in question that we have left in the peak, after 18 water objects and 40 days and 40 nights, Spheals can appear, which is awesome. I love Spheals. So more than likely we're going to go for Spheal after we finish that area. He's going to go first, and honestly, finishing that area is just a Lairon. I'm never going to learn to say his name right. I'm sorry. The other one in there is a Vigoroth, and like I said last time, in the non-Safari Zone stuff we want to go for, at least from what I can tell, is Vigoroth will kind of be covered by Slackoth. So if we catch 3 Slackoths out of that tree, which I don't know how hard it is to find them out of that tree, we're going to figure that out later. Oh, I'm not finding Luxios. I didn't think of that. Yeah, I got to get rid of that peak object's not doing anybody any favors, and I bet you those trees up there aren't counting. No, or am I just not finding them? I don't know, but whatever it is, we'll figure it out later. Or maybe, no, I didn't hear any Luxios. But anyway, yeah, to get that Vigoroth to appear, it's going to take 10 Plains objects, 19 forest objects, and 60 days for Vigoroth. So, I mean, and how hard is he to catch in there, too? Like, honestly, I gotta compare our options here. So, capture rate 120. Oh, what happened here? Can you guys still see? My screen froze, so I don't know what's up there, but I can't see anymore. That really stinks. So my computer is catching up. I'm using a loaner graphics card right now, and it's not nearly the one that I normally have. Okay, finally caught up again. I'm kind of worried that if I montage a bit later. Okay, it looks like I won't, so that's good. I'm gonna be easier on the computer. Oh, I know what it was doing. It was encoding another video, and at the very end of it encoding, it always like really hurts the playback. So that's probably what it was. Never mind. That was something I saw and something you guys didn't, because this obviously my video right now is gonna be put on top of the raw footage and rendered together. And I'm actually watching a preview, and the preview can, you know, get glitchy and lose frames and stuff like that as I watch it here, because it's not the final one. So anyway, that's another thing. So anyway, Vigoroth's gonna have a capture rate 120 and flee rate 90. That's bad, but it's not terrible. Should we catch 2 in the Safari Zone? Because Field's already gonna take 40 days. That's crazy, but it's not that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to make a decision based on when we get that Slackoth out of there. You know what I mean? Seems to me like I really got to start filming Safari Zone as fast as possible and setting all these up. You know what I mean? That's what I gotta be doing. Because man, there's so many of these that are gonna take so long to wait for, and I don't want you guys to wait forever for that. I'm sorry if that happens. It comes to that. So next area down is the Rocky Beach. I always kind of liked this area, even though I don't know, it's just alright, really. I just kind of like the environment of it, and the idea like, oh, there's gotta be really cool Pokemon in here, and they're just kind of okay, you know? So we're looking at, this is where we're gonna get Electrike. Cool. Mareeps are in here. Wait, oh, Mareep was on like that was like episode 4. I don't know why I forgot Mareep. I was like, oh, Mareep, a Hoenn Pokemon. That's not a Hoenn Pokemon. Manectrics are also in here. I'm not sure what area is the best for him, but yeah, it doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? So we're gonna hunt him out wherever. We're just gonna get him as we move down, wherever's convenient. Yeah, I'm still not finding Luxios, am I? Yeah, I think I gotta deal with that. Budews are in here after 18 forest objects, but I'm pretty sure Budew is on this list somewhere. If it's a swarm, we might want to bypass it with that, but I'm pretty sure it isn't. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's a Sinnoh sound. So, we might, it depends on what happens first, you know what I mean? So, aside from that, why would you want Slowbros? You can get Slowbros out of here, but, I mean, Slowbro is normally there. Like, why would you need to increase your Slowbros? Kingler Aeron can be found after 24 peak objects. So I could find 1 Aeron and 2 Lairons. Sorry, it's so hard for me to say that, I don't know why. Oh, God, that's terrible. And the only one who requires waiting is Gibble, who takes 13 plains objects, 17 peak objects, which means you've got to be precise because you only get 30, and you must wait 100 days. Oh, Shiny Zigzagoon's here. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't miss any others. 1, 2. He's a really cool shiny. I like how clean he looks. Oh, that stinks. That really stinks. A Zigzagoon ran from us. Like, seriously? That's like one of the most common things. Like, how'd you fail a shiny Zigzagoon? Oh, and he's not shiny. Oh, that's terrible. It's so dull now. It's like gray compared to what it was before. But man, that Gibble sucks. That Gibble's gonna suck. Well, fortunately, it's the only thing that you wait for in there, so we should probably head to the Rocky Beach soon, set it up, and just leave. You know what I mean? Set it up. Well, first we gotta get Electrike, Manectric, and Aeron out of it. That's probably its own episode, and then I'm gonna set up for Gibble and hightail it out of there, because that's gonna stink. That's really gonna stink. We still need that Azurill too, don't we? This area is not doing us any favors. We could get Laprases out of there. That's nice. I mean, obviously we don't need to, because we already hunted a Delapra. Oh. Oh, you can get corefish. You have to set up 15 water objects and fish with super rod. But you can get corefish out of there. Very cool. I'm pretty sure we have Sea King and Kingler. Yes, we have both of those. Next is the wetland. And yes! It's back! Freaking finally! We can take out those water objects if this thing wants to catch for us. So, I don't know what else to do other than just throw a ball immediately. I mean, it's not worth going bait or mud. We've gone over this before. It's not worth it. Watching carefully. Well, it didn't flee. Don't think about it. The only thing that'd be worth doing is throwing bait to stop it from running, but it's not worth it. It's a wasted turn. It's a wasted turn. 1, 2. Ah. Oh, no. Oh, it stayed. Nice, it stayed. I'm gonna place one blind, too. Okay. Whew. This is always spooky doing this. On. Oh, no. Oh, this one's gone. This one's gone. Oh, yeah, it's gone. That stinks. I'm just losing it. I'm losing it down there. Like, we got Rhydon in the first minute. And these guys will not shine. Oh, they're shining, but they will not stay in the freaking ball. That's terrible. You know, looking at the wetlands, we actually can get a ferret very easily after 2 plains objects. Surskit very easily after 6. And Lombri's as well after 14. So we're gonna have that anyway. So we actually should ignore ferret in that other area. You know, we should probably just try and pump out a bunch of Safari Zone stuff then first before we go back out into regular Kanto. It's probably what we ought to do, so that way we'll set up for our other hunts as soon as we're done with the rest of the Kanto stuff and go back to it. That's a good idea. So anyway, we're gonna get Ferret, Surskit, and Lombri out of there. I'm gonna remember ignore Surskit above, because that other one took like 30 or so, didn't it? It took like 28 stuff. Sorry, I keep itching my nose too. Like I said, I just cut the grass and I'm really allergic to it. It's a problem. Yes, you're back! Oh, that is nice. That orange, that color, that bright brown orangey color. It's red too. It's like an umber. Very nice. I like it. 1, 2. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my god! I feel so bad for Alex in the past right now. This is, oh my gosh, this episode's gonna be really long, isn't it? Obviously, like, I can't tell because I'm trying to play this as blind as possible. I edited this a very long time ago, like right after I got it, so that when I watched this for the commentary, I'd be as, like, unbiased, you know, as possible, so I wouldn't know what was coming if unbiased isn't the word. Yes! Awesome! Okay, we get more tries. We're gonna run out of balls. How many we got? 6. This isn't good. This is not good. I don't know how we're gonna pull this off. We're gonna catch the Azuriel and the Zigzagoon and the... Yes! Oh! Nice. Oh, I just realized I'm wearing that Rise Against shirt. Oh, I filmed so many things wearing that shirt. Yeah, I remember now. That was the day I lost so many videos. This included. Hey, we found a way to salvage it, though. The Polka Dot Pokemon? How? Its tail's packed full of the nutrients it needs to grow. What is it? Is it a placenta? What is it? Ew. The Polka Dot. I don't understand what it is, but I'm grossed out now. What are you trying to name it, Alex? Polka. Okay, good. I was gonna say, what are you trying to name it? That could have been gross. Could have been really gross. But I didn't go there. I did not go. Really? Are you serious? I'm so done. I'm so done. I'm so done with it right now. Oh. I'm enjoying my pain down there, even though it's painful for me in the future. Anyway. Are you serious? I'm gone. I actually left. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so angry. Why is it doing this? Okay, it's not another shiny freaking Azurill. Oh my god. Watch, that Azurill's gonna suck. Well, it doesn't matter. It's gonna stay Azurill forever because, you know, it's just for a shiny dex or whatever anyway, so. Completion's completion, so there's that. So, anyway, what I was trying to say, oh, I was repel tricking them. Interesting. I was probably trying to repel trick and, yeah, knock out most of those Pokemon yeah, I'm sorry I didn't even notice I was doing that. Like I said, a lot of this stuff I'm gonna miss just for the sake of the fact that, you know, one. Dang it, that's terrible. I'm just inevitably gonna miss stuff, and you guys are at least noticing it because you're gonna watch both, hopefully. You know, the point of the video isn't me, it's that me and that other thing that me's doing. 2? Oh, I'm sorry, 3. I was 2? 3? I can't count. I cannot count, I guess. Well, I didn't hear the first one. My volume's actually kind of low right now, and normally I play it a little higher when I'm actually playing the game, but that's cool. We did get a Golbat out of here, so we still gotta get a Zigzagoon, like, really quickly, so I'm not really sure, actually, what to call this Golbat. As if my opinion matters, it's all up to that guy down there. What do you think, Alex? What do you think you want to call that bat? That bloodsucker? I don't know. Let's find out. Globert? You named it Globert. As in Robert with a glob. Yes, okay. Whatever. I probably would have named it something stupid, too. Well, that is me down there, but I mean, like, right now. I probably would name it something stupid. Whatever, so I might have a shiny Crobat named Globert now, if that's actually good. Oh, well. Whatever, so trying to continue looking through this area, because I'm only halfway through the Safari Zone, guys, with all the Pokemon we can find. Yeah, get rid of Azurills. I don't want to find them anymore. Those things suck. Pachirisu, very cool. Shows up after 8 forest objects and 0 days. Very nice. And other than that, ugh, I hate Weasel. 40 days? 18 water objects after 40 days for a friggin' Weasel. That's terrible. We can find him elsewhere, can't we? We have to. Yes, we can find him with a Sinnoh sound. Screw Weasel. Screw that. I'm not waiting 40 days for him because there's another one we can wait for, which is 70 days. 21 peak objects for Shelgon. That's nice. That is freaking nice. So, I'm gonna be, obviously, waiting for him and not the Weasel. I'm probably gonna be saying the same thing later, like, oh, did I see Weasel down here? Because there's so many Pokemon I can't remember. You know what I mean? So, checking the water areas. Nothing appears to be new. Corphish shows up with Good Rod there. So, whatever, there's that. I don't know if we have a second Poliwhirl. I'm probably going to make an episode. Actually, the first thing I'm probably going to do with a capture card, now that I'm thinking about it, is I'm probably going to, like, organize all the Pokemon we have so far in the series, put them in, like, Dex number order, and then go figure out, who is missing, and who do we need to evolve, how are we going to get there, who we need to capture, so that all gets cleared up. It's probably going to take a whole episode just to figure that out. Hope you guys would want to see that, you know, like, I need your guys' help. I really do, for figuring out, like, who did I miss? Because there's so many Pokemon out here, and, I mean, it takes forever. Scourging through Cerebi, it really does. So, ooh, this is actually one of my favorite areas, the forest, because you can find, some of my favorite Pokemon here. Misdreavus, Mr. Mime, Ghastly Haunter, really cool. I really liked this area, hunting in here. So, if we use some objects, we can find, let's see. I'm using that repel trick again, trying to find that Luxio. We can find Bidoof. No, he's over there. Surskit, we also found somewhere else. Dang it, the rest are waiting. That's a bummer. I really should go over there immediately then and set it up and leave. Our options then are Shuppet for 20 days at 18 forest objects. Ooh, but, oh no, he won't shine. The next one's Beldum. And now that I think about that, oh, Zigzagoon's back and we have 3 balls left. Oh, I don't know what to do. Please, please, please. 1, 2, 3. Yes! I'm laughing about something there. I probably said something about 2 balls. Like, I only got 2 balls left. Now I'm only left with 2 balls. Great. Now we're just left with 2 balls. The tiny raccoon Pokemon. I'm laughing about something, and I'm sure it was very funny, and you're all very much enjoyed by it. It gets interested in everything, which is why it zigs and zags. It's good at finding items. so it has pickup, I assume. Given that game Kaze Hexagon, yes. Oh, shiny! Was transferred to... I probably said something like, oh, shiny! That's probably what I said, and that's why I named it that. But, like I said, audio loss. I'm sorry. There's nothing I could have done. What? Seriously? We only have 2 balls. I mean, I'm saying that. That's what I was laughing about. Let me just tear one of these off. One of my balls. Now I only have 1 ball. 1. Oh, no. No. This is bad. What will Hamster throw? He will throw his final testicle. Tear that sucker off. And here we go. Nothing. Oh, we failed it. That stinks. Oh, dang it. Yeah, the announcer says we're out of time. Dang it. Well, heck, at the very least, I'm going to try and finish up looking through this area right here. Dang it. Well, hey. Did you have fun? Did you have fun staring down that final Pokemon? Ah, it's terrible. Ah, it's so terrible. But hey, for the final hunt today, because I know it's already been a really long episode, but the thing is, during the day I was filming this, I do remember there was a swarm going on, and I was like trying to pay attention to the swarms, because we got to get them, you know, as they come up. I just kind of cut to it here. And it's, I think Poochyena. I think that's who it is. So that's awesome. That's going to knock Pooches off of our list. I think I catch 2? I'm not sure. I don't remember when Mightyena, if Mightyena shows up anywhere, but yeah. So anyway, back to my list over here. Shuppets after 20 days, which is not that bad. It's really not. I mean, 20 days, yeah, it's pretty long, but compared to the other 2, which I think are both genderless, it's not that big of a deal. Beldum is completely genderless, so it's a bummer. We're not going to be getting a shiny Beldum out of here, which would have rocked the frickin' house. That would have been so cool. Ooh, yes, there's our target. Shiny Poochyena. But looking at that final one here, yes, Bronzong is genderless. Oh, that reminds me, Bronzor. I was saying Bronzor earlier. Bronzor is genderless. We can't have Bronzor. That stinks. 1. Nothing. Seriously? It's okay. It's not gonna flee. I don't know what I was thinking there. I was like, oh, God. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so you would have to wait 110 days in order to get Bronzongs to show up after 9 forest objects and 19 peak objects. That's nuts. That's freaking nuts. That is 2 final Safari Zone balls in your hands. Nuts. I don't know what else to do other than like just keep throwing Pokeballs because its capture rate's not bad, right? I'm gonna control find in here and see if I can find Mightyenas. Nice. Okay, there we go. Now, I am judging by the rest of the time we got left. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what I'm saying. I really wish I knew what I was saying. And I knew I was going to keep bringing it up in videos like this, but I'm sorry. I just don't know what I was saying. And I totally missed reading that. I guess I didn't even read it there. Pup-Tart? I named it Pup-Tart. I guess I'm like telling myself, shut up, it is a great name for a Pokemon. I'm so smug and happy about that, aren't I? I'm telling y'all what for about my Pup-Tart. Other Pokemon in the next area down, which is the Swamp, by the way. While Parasect is cool, but we have a Parasect, obviously, because we catch Pokemons with it all the time. Furret is another area, Pachirisu other area, Krabby, Hypno, Weepinbell, Kimeko. There we go. So we do find a Kimeko in the game. We do not want to catch 2 Chinglings, like I said before, so that's cool. Voltorb, he won't shine, he's genderless, that's a bummer. Is Kimeko genderless? No, it has genders. Okay, that's just strange. I don't know why I said that, but, you know, some Pokemon, I mean, like, you never really know which ones have genders, which don't. So, Duskull is another one in here. Very nice. Duskull is going to be 28 peak objects. That stinks. Floatzel, I hate you. 10 water objects, though. It's not that bad. No wait time. And then Bagon. We already have to wait for Shelgon to get the 2, but obviously if we can get Bagon, we got to get Bagon too. Bagon is after 110 days, 9 forest objects, 19 peak objects. What? Freaking what? That is atrocious. That is atrocious. That's only for people who wanted to catch them all and, like, couldn't breed for whatever reason. So basically, we're playing Cute Charm. I feel so special right now. Oh, you can get Dratinies. Oh, Dragonairs. Can we get Dragonairs out of here? You can. 20 water objects, 0 days, Super Rod. That sounds fun. That sounds like fun. We gotta get 2, you know? 2 of them. Ooh, you know, and I could even put one on the team and get a Dragonite. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. What's its catch rate? I'm pretty sure, yeah, 45 catch rate, 90 flea rate. I'm pretty sure Dratini is harder, isn't it? I'm pretty sure Dratini is harder. Yeah, 45 catch rate, 120 flea rate. That's Dratini. Dratini's like, screw you. I think the lower evolution the Pokemon is, the higher its flea rate. But since Dratini is still Dragon type, it retains its capture rate. So it's got, like, the worst of both worlds. Oh, but Dragonair, though being bad, yes, it's horrible. It's not terrible. So, we'll probably get away with that one. Plus, it's going to be a pain in the butt. Yes. It's going to be a pain in the butt to catch it anyway outside of Safari Zone because it's got Shed Skin. It's going to keep getting rid of its status ailments. So, Safari Zone's so much more fun. You know what I mean? I love Safari Zone. It's too much fun in there. So, probably going to have to make that pretty soon, too. Marshland is another one coming up soon, which... that pooch is going to be a problem, isn't he? Oh, nice! You can find wild Jumpluffs. That's nice. We can get wild Jumpluffs. That's really cool. Aside from that, we're looking at, Shuckles. We have Shuckle. I'm sorry. Seviper. Lovely. After 10 days. Oh, there's so many you have to wait for in here. Oh, it's okay, though. Carnivine we don't need to wait for because we find him elsewhere. I found something really funny there. Oh, it, like, fell in love with me. Was it fell in love because I was flashing it too much? Is that what it was? I'm being perverted of somehow. I don't know what it is. Dang it, I'm having too much fun with this episode. I feel like I'm not in on a joke. Oh, dang it. That's a shame that I lost these. Because I remember really having fun with these episodes. That's really why when you saw me in the video where I was asking for your guys' help, I was so upset. It's because I knew how fun these were. I don't want to... I know I said beforehand, I told myself like 100 times, like, don't bring it up, just try and, you know, have fun like this, but I'm doing my best, you know, it's just hard. I know I spent a lot of time elsewhere in these videos at one point, talking about all the things we can find in Safari Zone anyway, so that's really cool. I'm trying to, like, get you guys excited, because there's so many cool Pokemon we can find. Krogunks are in here. We gotta wait 20 days for them, though, that stinks. Bennett, 30 days, 25 peak objects. We can find it. We can find it. We cannot catch 2 Shuppets then. This Poochyena is being a bit of a dick. Just saying. We can find Barboach. I remember saying there's Wish Cache somewhere, so Barboach is going to be a thing. Down here a ways, we can find Machoke. We're going to need one for Machamp. Aside from that, we get Scorpies. He might be one that we... Really? I threw a great ball. I was like, I'm done with this. We can find Scorpies. He might be a Swarm or something like that later. We'll figure it out. Metacham after 20 days. Ooh, actually, if we put in 21 forest objects, we can get Breloom to appear as well, which would be awesome. Really awesome. Get them both at the same time, you know? Take out both hunts. Sweet. And then Solrock is in there. Solrock's genderless, isn't it? Yeah, Solrock's genderless. That's a shame. But hey, that knocked it out. We can get both of those. So anyway, what is this Pooch's name? Do I have another stupid name? Because I'm clearly feeling silly in this episode. Yeah, look at that. I wish I was in on it. If any of you guys are really good at reading names, I want to hear. New Dog. New Dog? Oh, I think I get what I was talking about. Like, Pop-Tarts and noodles, like ramen noodles. So, like, the 2 things that I ate constantly while I was in college, because, you know, no food was, you know, cheaper than the Pop-Tarts and the ramen, and that's all you get to eat. And I really can't eat either anymore. Though, a friend of mine says that, you know, I should have good ramen, not that, like, 5-cent things that you put tap water in and you heat up in a microwave. If that's better, then, you know, I gotta give it a shot. But, you know, from what I had, like, oh, God. I love noodles, though. Pasta's great. I think I'm actually running out of Pallet Town, so I have the ability to fly there if need be later for our series. So, and I'm trying to also avoid trainers, and I'll fight them later. Anyway, we're almost at the very bottom of this, so I want to finish before I actually finish the episode. Next up in here, a Magneton will not shine. That's a bummer. Metatite. Okay, awesome. We can find him. Larvitar. We have a Larvitar. Yes, we don't have Pupitar or Tyranitar, so we got to find more later. We'll figure it out. Lunatone won't shine. That stinks. Metang will not shine. Dusclops is new. And Celio is new. Both of them are actually going to require waits, though. Dusclops takes 20 days. Celio takes 80. And things we already got Spheals in the other area that we're going to have to wait for, but like I said, we're going to have to figure this out. It's going to be up to you guys. Give me a hand figuring out what you think is the best way to do all this. I got to finish before I start looking at the new Pokemon. Next, Spinda. I already said we found him. Hippopotas is going to be in here in the next area. No days at all. Cacnea takes a wait. And then Trapinch and Vibrava in here also take waits. That's a problem. Trapinch takes 30, and Vibrava takes 20. I'll figure out later. Cacturne we can ignore, but Trapinch and... they both take 25 objects, too. We can't have them both at the same time. That's a bummer. I think, obviously, I gotta go for Trapinch first. Honky is our first one in this episode. All right, what do we got, Honky? That's a stupid name. Why did I name it Honky? It is a lonely nature with good perseverance. Man, it's really cool seeing it in a Safari Ball, though. Man, that's nice, you know, because of how rare it is. That's really cool. That's really cool. But since I'm not changing over for whatever reason, I find something funny. But anyway, Trapinch, 25 peak objects and then 25 forest objects is what's gonna get Vibrava. Anyway, high attack, low defense. That's just okay. You know what I mean? It's just okay. Because, I mean, the attack, sure, it's great to buff that, but don't lower his physical defense. Those two stats are what Rhydon hinges on. Polka is brave, which is okay if it has, oh, he has got Rock Head up there. I was gonna mention that I missed his ability. So that's cool, but anyway, Polka's got thick fat. I was gonna say, attack buff would be awesome if it was that huge power? Man, we're not gonna fight with it anyway. Globber has high attack, low special defense, and inner focus. You know, I think that's what my Crobat has. I seriously think that's what my Crobat has. Naughty, yeah, I'm pretty sure mine's Naughty. I think so, which is pretty sweet, you know, because he's a very good physical attacker. Ooh, Shiny is lonely. He high physical attack and low physical defense, and he is a glutton. It said he picks up items all the time. He does not have pickup. I beg to differ. And then we have two Pup-Tart. Lonely, high attack, low defense. Quick Feet is its ability. And the other one is Hardy, which is New Dog. And Runaway is his ability. So, whatever, that's fine. Really stinks though you completely failed that Luxio this episode. We'll get a chance to go back though, and I'm glad I finished going through that huge list of Pokemon that are in the Safari Zone because there's so many of them. So many, and I'm so excited to dig in there. There's so many really cool, exciting Pokemon that we get to mess with and find and then bring out in the Safari Zone. The Safari Zone is getting a lot more interesting, and I'm like I said, I'm kind of concerned about how we're gonna deal with certain Pokemon showing up at different times, you know, with the weights and all, but we'll figure it out. Won't be that big of a deal. It's all up to you guys anyway. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next episode of Pokemon Q Charm. Booyah!